I am beyond frustrated right now, and I'm not too sure what I am going to do. Maybe you guys can give me some advice, share your thoughts. Let me know what you think that I should do. But I am up this week in weight. Last week I was 189.7 pounds, which was already up from my lowest weight. The lowest that I have weighed is 178 pounds, but for a while there I was back up to like 184, 185. And then last week I was up to 189. And this week I am above 190. I weighed in today at 191.2. And I am frustrated. And we'll get a little bit more into how I'm feeling and all of the things, but I do have a really quick update that I want to share with you guys. These weekly videos, my weekly weigh-in, I am still filming on Sundays, but they're actually not going to be posted until Monday morning because every single Sunday, bright and early in the morning at 8 a.m. Arizona time, I'm actually hosting a live meeting inside the GLP1 Girl Code, like every single Sunday, and I'm prioritizing that over posting this video on Sundays because I'm just not going to have the time to do that. I want to have the time to meet with women who are inside the GLP1 Girl Code for a weekly meeting where you get to weigh in and tell everyone how you're feeling and set your weekly goals. I think that it's going to be huge for accountability. I actually just got out of our first one. We just had our first one this morning. It's about 9:30 right now. We were live from 8 o'clock until about 9:20, and it was amazing. Every single person got a chance to talk. They weighed in, they shared their wins, they shared their losses. We have a couple women who are making solid goals for this week, and we're going to be checking in on them throughout the week, making sure that they are at least trying to hit those goals. And it's just really nice to talk at the beginning of every single week and have an idea of what the women inside are working on. So that way on Wednesdays when we do our midweek update, they know exactly what they should be updating us on. Like, are they doing those things? How is their week going? And then we know that on Sundays, we're going to meet again. So every single Sunday at 8 a.m. Arizona time, unless something crazy happens, I think that having this weekly meeting is going to be huge for me and for the women inside. So if you want to join the GLP1 Girl Code, if you need that weekly accountability, it's an amazing group of women and we would love to have you join us. So I will go ahead and link that down below. But let's talk about this week. Let's talk about, because I'm the way that I'm feeling is I'm very scared to talk about the drops because I just think that a lot of women already have this like preconceived notion that they're not going to work and that I'm wasting my time and I'm wasting your time and it's not FDA approved. So I'm doing something that's not safe, which is not true. It is not FDA approved, but it is made in a legit pharmacy. I'm not Breaking Bad styling it. I'm not mixing it myself. I'm not doing anything crazy. A doctor has prescribed it. It has been created by a scientist. It's very science-backed. It's a proprietary formulation that only LAMD has. Like, it's not something that I'm getting from China. Like, it's not something that I'm mixing myself. And by the way, do not buy medications from China. There are actual people who are dying doing that. So do not do that. I am on the fence about like actual peptide brands. I wouldn't do it myself because I'm just scared. I don't want to mix it myself. Like, I feel like I would mix it wrong or put something weird in it because I'm not the cleanest person and I just wouldn't do it, but I'm not going to judge people who are doing it. And that's the thing. I don't judge you based on what you're doing. I just want you to be safe and I want you to stay safe. So that's how I feel and that's how I stand on that. You guys can have your own opinions, but I'm also like scared that these drops aren't going to work because you guys are just going to say, I told you so. And that might happen. Honestly, that might happen because so far they are not working. Dun, dun, dun. So far they are not working. But I am on a low dose and I have been on a low dose. And I do fully believe that because the drops are drops, I'm going to need a much higher dose and I'm willing to give it the time. Like, I still have a decent amount left of this. I am paying for this out of pocket. This is not being given to me for free just because I do this. I am working with LEMD now, and they do not give free meds to their affiliates. They give me I can get a 20% off after the fact because it goes in like an order under me. So then I get commission off of my own order. So yes, I get money off of this. I get 20% off of it, but it's still expensive. Like I am still paying over $300 for these drops per month. And it just kind of sucks that they're not working. So I like feel it with you guys right now, because before I was getting my medications for free, but because I wanted to try these so much, I actually let that opportunity go. I also love everything that LEMD has to offer. So even if these end up not working, and we'll talk a little bit about my plan and how I'm going to see if they're working or not, but even if they end up not working and I end up going back to an injection, I'm going to pay for it from LEMD because they have like their own pharmacy network that they use. They're not using the same pharmacies as like all the other telehealths. And I'm just like, I've heard really good things about like the efficacy of LEMD's medication. Also, I can literally schedule an appointment with a doctor whenever I want. I already met with a doctor to talk about the drops. I'm probably going to schedule another meeting with him because I think I'm going to try taking them every single day and see if that makes a difference. And I really want to find my dose. I definitely think that I'm just not there yet. Like I'm not at the dose that I need for these to work, and I'm willing to give it the time. I think going on my cruise next week is going to throw me off a little bit. I think I'm going to continue to take it every day until the cruise. I don't know. I may not. I may just save them and do them after the cruise. I have not decided. I'm still very much on the fence on what I want to do. That's why, like, what do you guys think I should do? Obviously, don't give me medical advice. I'm going to talk to the doctor about taking it every single day and seeing if that will work. I want to talk to the doctor about, like, is this medication made to be able to take once a day? I don't know. And the good thing is that I can call and talk to an actual doctor, because that's what LEMD offers versus other telehealths where it's a lot more difficult to talk directly to a doctor. You have to like send a message and hope that they respond and hope that you're talking to an actual real doctor and not some sort of like chat bot that's not a doctor. Like I actually get to talk to a real doctor with a real voice, and he answers my questions, which is great. So my plan right now is to give these drops a chance. I'm going to finish off this bottle, and if it starts working, if I start losing weight, if the food noise starts diminishing, if I start getting those feelings of feeling full, of the satisfaction after eating, if I start getting those feelings again that I know I'm supposed to have on a GLP-1, then I will order another 3 months of the drops at a higher dose. If it does not work, then I will order semaglutide. My plan is to go back to semaglutide, not tirzepatide, because I fully believe that semaglutide worked better for me. I think ever since switching to tirzepatide, my weight loss slowed down significantly, which could be because I had already lost a significant amount of weight. We don't know. So the scientist in me wants to try semaglutide again and see if I can start seeing more of a weight loss if the drops don't work. So right now, I'm in it for the drops. There's a part of me that wants to try the semaglutide drops. I don't know. Like I'm very much, as long as it's prescribed by a doctor, I'm very much willing to try it and see what happens, because I do think there are so many women who don't want to be taking an injection every week and would rather take drops even every day because it's better than taking an injection. I want to show it for those women, and you can think that there's not actual women out there that want that, but there are. Like I've talked to them. Women have reached out to me since starting the drops. Women have said like they're so happy that I'm trying them, and women have said that they're watching and keeping an eye on this process, because if it does work, they are going to switch as well. They're just letting me be the scientist first, and I'm okay with that because I am at a weight where I'm really happy. I just don't want to keep gaining weight. Like I'm getting frustrated. I don't want to start like creeping up to that 200 mark. Like not going to happen. I am a little bit worried about the cruise next week, but we are going to do a lot of walking. We are going to be up and about, lots of activity. I am going to try very hard not to overeat. I am actually going to take the drops with me. Like I said, I don't know. I think I might reach out to LEMD, schedule a meeting for tomorrow after school, and ask about taking them every single day and how much I should take every single day, which means I may end up having to get another 3 months of the drops. I don't know. I'm in my head about it, but I will tell you that this week, it's not that I had like an intense amount of food noise, but I thought about food more often. I was having to snack a little bit more before lunch. Once I ate lunch, I was totally fine until dinner time, but I was not able to like eat less. Like if I ordered lunch, I ate the whole thing. When I had dinner, I ate the whole thing, even if like I was full. I wasn't able to just shut it off. Like I wasn't able to stop. I definitely overate a lot this week. Literally last night we ordered pizza and I had 3 slices and I also had 2 wings and 2 cheese sticks. I have not had that much food in a long time and I didn't feel overly full. And if I did eat that much food or even close to that much food when I was on the injections, then I would feel so full that I wouldn't be able to go to bed because I was just like so gross, ew feeling. I'm not having that anymore. I used to feel satisfied after eating and I'm not feeling that right now. So currently the drops are not working. And I want to be very transparent with you because a lot of you think that I'm on here just to sell things and to sell the drops. I would actually tell you not to buy the drops right now. I did have somebody buy the drops and she's trying them and she's willing to give them a try as well. Just like me, like I don't know they're not going to work. I'm not throwing the towel in. I'm not saying they don't work. I'm just saying that at this dose, they aren't working. So at least you know that if you did want to start the drops, if they do start working, then you would start at a higher dose. You would not start on the bottom. I feel like maybe with my feedback, maybe they won't even have these lower doses because I think they're putting their foot in their mouth because if they're not going to work at this low dose, then don't even offer it at this low dose. Start people at a higher dose, which you have the option when you sign up. I just didn't know how it was going to work and I'm very like hesitant to start at higher doses. So I started on the lower dose and maybe I should have started on tier 2. Maybe I should have started on tier 3. I don't know where I should have started, but I think that's what I'm trying to figure out. Trying to figure out the dose that I should be on. I am going to talk to a doctor and I'm going to find out if I can take it daily. I would just prefer like every single morning when I get up out of bed, like brush my teeth and then put that drops under my tongue every day. Why not? Like when I first started GLP-1 medications back in 2023, I was taking a sublingual pill that you would just put under your tongue and it was an everyday pill and that worked. I lost like 10 pounds my first month. So I know that oral GLP-1 can work, but that one was just 1 dose. So I'm pretty sure that was already a 2.4 milligram dose. I think that was the highest dose of semaglutide and it was mixed with like BPC 157, I think it's what it's called, which helps side effects. So I started at a high dose of semaglutide oral form and that worked, which means that I do think that tirzepatide, I'm just going to need the higher dose of the drops. I know this is a weird video because nothing is going on. And I just want you guys to know that I am currently not losing weight. I am currently gaining weight. I'm going to take some steps to figure out if these drops are working. I'm not going to just give up and throw the towel in because it's a low dose. And I'm going to keep you guys updated on if they're working or not. However, the people who are saying that they're not safe, you have no reason to say that. Like compounded medications are prescribed by doctors all the time and they're never FDA regulated. I mean, anything that you take that's like you probably put so many things in your body that are not FDA regulated. This week has been a wash. Gained weight. The great thing about this week is starting the weekly meetings. I'm so excited about those. They're going to hold me accountable. They're going to keep me moving forward. They're going to keep all the women in there moving forward. It's very exciting. You can show up frustrated. I showed up very frustrated this morning. They talked me down. They helped me out quite a bit. It was really amazing. I was like, do I just stop taking them? Do I just go back to the injections that I know work? And they're like, I had a couple women in there that were like, no, like we want to know if it works. Like, don't do that to us. Keep going. Go up in dose, you got this. And they definitely talked me down. They calmed me down. They helped me settle. So I'm not as stressed out about it. I'm excited. All right. Either way, if you want to get started, like if you are watching this and you are not on a GLP-1 medication right now, I would recommend that you start with the injections. If you're not worried about injections, they don't scare you whatsoever. I would say just do an injection because it's once a week. It's not a big deal. I definitely recommend that you check out LEMD. I will link that down below. That is where I get my medications. Like I said, they have all of the bells and whistles. You get like an entire welcoming pack. You get like this book that has like directions on how to take it. You get like a journal. It's literally like the prestige way to get GLP-1 medications, which I love because I'm just an extra kind of girl. One of my GLP-1 girls in the Girl Code will get that. And I'm very excited about partnering with LEMD because, like I said, you can talk to a doctor whenever you want. They have a customer service phone number. You can reach out to them. You can call them. You can actually talk to a human being and not a robot. Okay? All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Please let me know your advice. What do you think I should do? What do you think? Let me know down below. And let me know how your week went. Let me know, did you lose weight? Did you gain weight? Where are you at in your journey? Have you not started yet? Do you have more questions? If you need help, if you need guidance, please reach out to me. You can't message me here on YouTube, but you can message me on Instagram. Message me over there. I respond to all of my messages unless they get hidden because Instagram hides them, and I'm sorry if that happens. Remember, these videos are going to be posted on Mondays from now on, and then I should have another video being posted sometime later in the week, maybe Thursday, Friday, even Saturday, depending on when I film. I hate to say you can't count on me because you can count on me, but I'm also like very type B, so when I can film, I'm going to film, and when I can't film, I'm not going to film. I'm not putting some sort of like schedule that I have to follow besides my Sunday meetings. That is my ride or die. I will meet every single Sunday unless something really crazy happens, or I'm like out of town and I just can't get on a computer. All right, I'm just really excited. I'm really excited. And that's the thing, like when you have something else that you're really excited about, the scale going up is not the end all because there's so much else going on. So you need to find that. You need to find, if it's not my community, that's fine, but you need to find something that is exciting, something that you can just really dive into that's not just the scale. Okay. You guys have a fantastic week, and I will see you in my next video. Go ahead and watch this one next, and just remember you are doing much better than you think. Keep going. Bye.